if you're new here, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kiki from Kiki in Her Classroom, and I'm a 4th year second grade teacher in California. Happy Friday. Today is officially the first day of school. I'm ready. We are all virtual, so we're gonna be doing a virtual meeting to get to know each other. And I have no idea how long it's gonna take, what it's going to be like. In my mind, I have an idea, but I really don't know how long things take with 23 second graders on a virtual meeting. We shall see. I'm all ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I'm a little early right now, and I wanna be early because I need to find my First Aid Jitters book in my classroom. And then I also just want time to like set up my area and make sure that I have all my ducks in a row before the kiddos show up to our meeting. I will try to keep you guys posted as much as possible. I'm feeling like not super nervous, which is weird. Like last night I told Nick, I'm like, I feel a little like emotionless. Like I didn't have like any emotions. I was just kind of like, you know, I don't know. I didn't really have like any like strong emotion last night. I slept fine. I did have a nightmare about the first day of school. I had this dream that I like went with my aunt to go to my classroom and I didn't have my outfit, I didn't have my makeup, I didn't have like anything with me, and I was super unprepared. Right now I'm excited, but I'm also obviously nervous because I just want it to be good. I think that's what I'm nervous about, is like I want it to be a good day, and I don't know, sometimes you can't control technology, so who knows what it's going to be like, but fingers crossed for a good first day. I'm gonna go ahead and head to my classroom right now. I'll try to check in as much as possible. Like I said, it gets crazy once I'm in there. I get distracted and stuff, and so we will see what I'm able to record today, but hopefully I can get a good video for you guys and just kind of document this day. I'll see you in my classroom. I just made it to my classroom and I'm just setting up my area right now. I found my First Aid Jitters book, so yay. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's on and working, Wi-Fi is working, all of that stuff. All right, I am all set up here in my little area. I have my slides up. I'm going over them. I'm basically we're gonna be starting with a Zoom meeting, and then I'm gonna go through the slides, and the slides will kind of guide like the lessons, the activities, the day, all of that. So hopefully it goes well. I got the butterflies in my tummy. I have my sign up here. I don't think it's gonna appear like mirrored on the video or whatever. I think it's flipped, but it's okay. We can't do it all. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. Just had my first part of the meeting and it actually went so well. These kids really know how to use the mute and unmute button, and they just seem so tech savvy with the virtual meeting. So yay, and technology's working. We didn't have any glitches or anything like that, so I am just so happy. Like it's going better than I thought, which makes me really happy. And they were laughing and having fun and participating, and so it was better than I could have imagined. So yay. Dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. Raise your hand and tell me, who was nervous about the first day of school in this story? I made it to lunchtime. It has been good still. I got like everyone logged into Google Classroom, which is awesome. And yeah, they were getting a little antsy, so I was noticing we had to do brain breaks like in between slides, which is totally fine as long as that helps keep them focused. I'm flexible and we just do what we gotta do. Lunchtime! We got Del Taco. It's time to eat and then we're back on at 12. Just finished having lunch. We actually ended up going to Del Taco. I'm so full, but I feel like we earned it, so it's fine. And I got myself a Diet Coke. And yeah, we're gonna finish strong. I think we'll be done a little early today just because the kids have been on like all day and it's the first day back. So I'm gonna kind of rush through the last few parts, but yeah, I feel really happy about the first day of school. I don't know, I'm just really, really excited. So the butterflies are gone and now it's just excitement, so yay! We're paying attention. All right, go ahead and take a seat. To the first day of school. It was great. Towards the end, the kids definitely got a little more antsy, but it was fine because that was the time where I was just going to have them do an independent assignment. They were working on their All About Me collage and then they were done for the day. It went really well. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to plan our activities for next week and see how that's all gonna work out. And I just love my class already. I'm so, so happy. This was the All About Me assignment that we worked on today. So students just inserted pictures of their favorite things. And then the next slide just had them tell me about themselves. And this is to another teacher at our school because we shared our Google Classrooms with each other so that we could model it for students. And so this was a super easy and great back to school activity to get to know your students and also teach them how to insert pictures on a computer. So I just got home and I just wanted to update you all on my day and tell you a little bit more about it. And I was in my classroom, I was like checking in here and there, but I don't even know what I said or what I was doing because it was all such a blur. But it was such a great day. Like I feel so happy. My heart feels so full. I thought the mute and unmute would be an issue. I was also nervous that they weren't gonna feel comfortable like sharing and talking, but like literally within the first couple minutes, I already had kids with their hands up ready to share, which made me so happy because I don't want to be the only one talking. It was so nice to hear them talk and for them to feel comfortable sharing with everyone already was just the best. Some things I did notice that I had to improvise were brain breaks. So I had put a ton of brain breaks throughout our day, but I realized that when we are on Zoom, I almost needed for some activities a brain break within each slide. And the brain break was so simple, like stand up, we're gonna jump 10 times, help me count, and we jump and sit back down. We do like 15 jumping jacks, run in place for 20 seconds, whatever it is. Those were a huge help. I would recommend keep an eye on your kids. You can really tell when they start to get antsy or you lost them. And so as soon as you notice that, it's just like stop, don't even explain anymore because you know it's just like in one ear, out the other, like over their head at that point. Stop and do a brain break because it will help. At least it did for my class. The brain breaks were like a lifesaver for Zoom meetings or live meetings. Today was a little different because we basically did a Zoom meeting throughout the day and it was mostly live because I was going over so much with them and it's really hard to just say here, do this, especially when you're really dealing with first graders and they still need to learn those tech skills. So a lot of it today was going over it and then they had an opportunity to practice the tech skills. What I'm planning on doing is teaching like 2 to 3 tech skills a day, and it's just like we're gonna learn a tech skill and we're gonna practice it. For instance, today our tech skill was how to insert a picture, and so I showed in the last slide the All About Me collage. I literally taught them how to insert a picture, how to click a text box to write their name, and that's what they did. They practiced that during the activity and that was it. On Monday, I'm thinking of doing like dragging images and then providing an activity for them to practice dragging things on the screen. So it's literally right now just a lot of that. We're not getting into curriculum yet. It's literally get to know you things, community building, fun, and practice tech skills because I cannot expect them to do curriculum if they do not know how to use the computer yet. And I cannot expect them to learn from me if they don't have a connection with me or feel like they don't even know who I am or like me or like each other. I feel like in order for the students to really learn and feel happy at school, they have to have a connection with their class family. So it's really important to me that they build that bond with me and that they build that bond with each other. That is what I'm focusing on for at least all of next week, and we'll see where we are then. For the first day, basically, if you're wondering what we did, like I said, it was a Zoom meeting throughout the day. They still had their recess, their lunch. We took breaks. We basically did like All About Me, Two Truths, One Lie. We read the First Day Jitters book, and we talked about what our first day feelings were. We watched the growth mindset video from Class Dojo. We did a classroom tour where I took them around and showed them our classroom. We also did our morning meeting where students did awesome alliteration as their greeting. So like Positive Perez, and everyone says, "Good morning, Positive Perez." And so we did that. That was super fun. And then we also did a share out of like, what did you do over the summer? We went over our Class Dojo system, our behavior management system. The kids were so excited about earning the digital stickers and all of the different prizes and stuff. Every 10 points, my students are going to earn a prize. And I'll probably do a video talking more about that because that's a whole nother thing. And then we went over how to follow expectations during distance learning, and they came up with some different rules. And yeah, and then we finished the day with the All About Me collage. So it was a little bit of everything kind of sprinkled in there, just trying to get them the basics of like getting to know me, getting to know each other, they're learning each other's names. Overall, those were the activities that kept us busy throughout the day. So what I'm gonna start doing now is start planning for next week, but I'm gonna end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I don't know what it's gonna look like when it all comes together, but hopefully it is just a good memory to have, or maybe gives you some ease about distance learning if you're feeling really nervous about what that day is going to look like. I would definitely recommend to just give yourself grace because it might actually end up being better than you even thought. Hopefully it will be better than you even thought. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you have not had your first day of school yet, I hope you have an amazing one. And if you are in the middle of the first days of school, I hope you're also having some amazing days with your kids. So thanks for watching, friends. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.